Hello everyone, this is FDPM, and today we're in the 747, and if you look at the map here, you probably won't be able to tell, but we are at Incheon International Airport in South Korea, and today I'm going to test to see what happens if you fly over the North Korean border, which I know around here is marked by this section of this river here. And so we're going to try and fly over that and see what happens in Xplane-11. And I'm even going to try, and I will cut it just so it's easier so you don't have to watch for hours. See if I can fly up to Pyongyang, which is about up here, just above the map. So once we fly over that, it will load a new map, which will hopefully be Pyongyang Airport. Yep, we're in United 747, we're the right way. So let's take off. Go throttle up, and the brakes are off. So I'm choosing this plane just because it's relatively fast, 747, and also it's a very practical aircraft. It's not like we're flying a SR-71 or for example, a S-16 over the border. Something a bit less controversial. No, it'll probably still get shot down anyway. So here we go. Take off. We're over speedy a bit. Just a bit, like 200, almost 270 knots. So, yep, there we are. North Korean's borders there. Our pitch is a bit too steep. I'm just gonna press the plane a bit. I think the other flaps, no, the flaps are not even deployed. I do not know what's causing that then. Oh, we're beginning to go a bit too low with speed. Right. So, see, climbing. And I'm just going to cut to when we're near the border. Right. And welcome back everyone. So I've paused the simulator here, but if you look at the map, we're right here, right next to the border, which is just around here. So here we go. I had a bit of trouble though, because I'm not a certified pilot. Well, I probably could be for Ryanair with this level of skill. But yep, the border's up there. And that's North Korea. So, yeah, let's go. Might need to increase the throttle a bit. I'm going to raise the flaps to 5 degrees. That should be enough. And we'll start to climb. This is an average Ryanair vertical speed, like 10,000. What is this? I think this is a bit too steep. The plane's going to stall. So this is Xplane-11. It's a very fun game. The only problem is, if you're like me and your internet is not the fastest that we're about to cross, I'd recommend clearing a lot of time for this game, because the problem is it's like 60 gigabytes I think on Steam. Which means it's gonna take a long time to install. For me, it took multiple hours, because my internet runs at most at about 35 megabits a second. It's a very fun game once you have it installed, especially since the entire planet's scenery and some 3D building. I don't know if that's a town down there or no, that's just some rocks. So the border we should be crossing right in the middle of this river. Right, so we're about to fly into North Korea. And we're now in North Korea. I can zoom out by pressing comma. I did not know that actually. Oh, you can press full stop to lower it. So, as you can see, we're now flying in North Korea. I'm just going to zoom out a bit if you need some scale, so just look up Incheon Airport, it's on this island here. I think we might need to lower the throttle a bit. Once we've entered North Korea, the engines well, the plane seems to be handling a lot worse once we've entered North Korea. I think they're planning on launching a missile at us. Oh, we're going kind of slow. Right, so I'm just going to cut this. So we're going to jump cut until we get to Pyongyang, until we get close. So, cut. And hello everyone. So we're back and we're over Pyongyang right now. Well, technically, we're not directly over. Pyongyang's right there. I tried to find the airport for this, and it's this airport here, Kangdong. And I try and get a visual on that. So standard Ryanair descent. I think we're over speeding a bit, so let's just lower the throttle. By the way, Ryanair, if you're hiring, I'd love to fly for you. I'm probably will be in the top 1% pilots. Oh god. I think I put too much force on the rudder there. So gotta land at that dinky airport. We're 18,000 feet. Well, we got to do a tactical descent to get there. I can't see the airport, so maybe it's a North Korean hoax to make them seem really prosperous. I don't know. I'll turn on the speed brake. Much the wings flex a lot. The wings, like, they're normally pointing upwards, but they're not down. So the overspeed for this plane is about just over 400 knots, I believe. Please don't fact check that. And we're also just over 400 knots, so we don't want to go too much faster. You can't see it right now, but on my joystick, which I am using to fly this, it's held straight down, and the plane still is struggling to stay down. Yep. There's a nice alarm. Can I lower the gear? God, I can. It's very I'm not sure how we're going to land at that. North Korea, considering you're a relatively large city and you're the capital of the country, well, nuclear power at that, I'd expect you to have a bit less dinky of an airport, considering your airport. Wait. Oh, I could just flown to it. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. Maybe Pyongyang could build their airports where their city is, their international airports. We're gonna stall if the plane keeps trying to rise like this. Is there like a updraft or something? Is there like an invisible man pushing me up? Because, or is the plane of gas? I guess it does, because that's how it flies. Oh, you hopefully get what I mean. Okay. Well, let's hope we can land in North Korea. That's good, we're slowing down. I don't know how, it's like that China Airlines flight where the plane was like at 40,000 feet, and when the engines stopped working and due to the pilot's error of managing and mismanaging them to the air engine, and caused the whole plane to like descend vertically like 20,000 feet. And if you look at photos of it, like the horizontal stabilizers, the elevators, they've literally broken off, the tips of them, and the landing gear doors was like forced open. So that would have been a nice experience. I think I've already made too many Ryanair jokes, but let's throw another one in just for good measures. Well, it's probably a normal thing for Ryanair. It's how they do their descent. They don't start descending until like 10 miles from the runway. Yeah, I get it, GPWS. We might not be landing on the runway. That's okay. Another Ryanair joke. If we were an airplane, if we were Ryanair 737-8, we'd be completely fine. We're going way too fast. Yep. Oh, look out, car! Imagine if you just see that accelerating past. People in North Korea even have cars, because the average person earns only around 1,000 to 2,000. Well, I'm British, but I'll say around 1,000 to 2,000 pounds, I think. Maybe it's dollars. And so, can they even afford a car? I'm holding down the brakes, by the way. We turn the speed brake up to max. We're still not really slowing down. I'm trying to turn on reverse thrust, but my joystick does not actually work with reverse thrust, apparently. And there we go. Good old-fashioned landing at North Korea's airport. Yeah, but you know, my iPhone alert just went off for absolutely no reason in the middle of recording. Let's position that right. There we go, that's perfect landing. See, our gear is even still on the runway. You didn't see any of that earlier. You didn't see any of the legitimate things that actions I did that definitely could happen in the real world. Here we are. That looks like a prison. Is that what North Korea calls a terminal? Well, if they're foreign tourists, they get thrown in those prisons at the airport. That's how they stop spies. Also, there's no like doors. Well, I guess you're not supposed to escape. I guess people live right next to the airport in North Korea. They don't care about sound. Yep. So now I think we're going to be detained. So, yeah, I think that's Kim Jong-un on his way here. who's in that car. Obviously, it's the only person in the country who can even afford a car, probably. Right. So anyway, everyone, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.